A coronavirus commission? A coronavirus commission? You have got to be kidding me.
And some of y'all don't like it the way that I now spit like MC2 Dolls on the holier than thou kick. Smack your face for your blasphemous ways, and everybody be quoting me like the latest catchphrase. I'm on a mission that goes beyond material, so eat this killer series, serial killer cereal. Killer for real, drop on the beer with a sound you can feel like cold hard steel. That swarm like the blood flows out of your head as I rock non-stop till I'm on my deathbed. And I can swap out a catalytic converter with a few hand tools, but I can never be murdered. Spit the rapid fire like around the shells. I got the lyrical skills that sends the devil to hell. So don't disrespect what you can't understand, cause I can still squash your brain in the palm of my hand. Stupid.
Another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given the power to take peace from the earth and to make men slaves of it. To him was given a large sword.
Okay, the number of cases in the U.S. is rising. The death toll is rising. New York is still the epicenter where this virus is running rampant wild. And needless to say, the death toll is climbing very rapidly in New York State. But it would still be a lot worse if Donald Trump did not put that travel ban on people flying in from China, people coming into this country from China. Had he not done that, who knows where we would have been in life right now. What you're seeing, as great a number as this is of people catching cases and people dying of this virus, it would have been a hell of a lot worse. This is just a blip compared to what it would have been had that travel ban not been in effect. And Joe Biden labeled him a xenophobe. He mustered up this $5 word from his dwindling memory bank to say xenophobe. And yeah, he's something else. And I can't believe people are actually looking at this guy that cannot string a sentence together and say, I don't want Trump. I want that guy. I want that guy. And there's no telling where this country will be if left to Joe Biden's handlers and the people behind the scenes that are propping Joe Biden up. And meanwhile, you have, as I mentioned in my last video, Mike Lindell committing to 50,000 protective masks to contribute to this cause. You have other companies getting in on it. Ford is collaborating with General Electric to make ventilators. GM, little slow start. Trump had to kind of kick them in the pants to get them going, but they're going. They're making ventilators now. They're retooling and making ventilators now. And this is, people are coming together. People are coming together. You got small businesses, restaurant owners, delivering free food to people's houses that can't get out of the house, elderly people and such. You're seeing a story of Americans coming together, whether it's big corporations or the little guy. They're all coming together, banding together to fight the virus. And out of nowhere, the head of Home Security, one of the authors of the legislation to start up the 9/11 Commission, now wants to start a coronavirus commission. This guy wants to investigate the Trump administration all of a sudden. All of a sudden, they want to investigate the Trump administration. You forget these companies like 3M that were still shipping the N95 masks out to China. Forget that. They're going right for the president again. And guess who's on that bandwagon? Of course, Nancy Pelosi and her two little minions there, Jerry Nadler and Adam Schiff. So her and her two little minions are writing in, and they want to start a coronavirus investigation. They want to start a coronavirus commission. And they don't want to wait until this lockdown is over. They want to do this ASAP in the middle of this pandemic crisis. Like we have nothing else better to do. Like the president has nothing else better to do than to fight for his position to save human lives, to minimize the death toll. They wanna like back him into a corner while he's trying to minimize the damage here. You know, he's trying to juggle keeping the country safe, but preventing the country from becoming broke, preventing the country from falling down the tubes economically. And you get people like, he's so worried about the economy. He's trading lives for dollars. You don't understand. If people don't have jobs, they starve to death. If the virus doesn't get them, starvation will. The elements will when their homes are taken away from them. Do you not understand this? People aren't letting these things sink in. So you have that evil witch and her two minions going after Donald Trump in the middle of a crisis. She ought to be ashamed of herself. And Jerry Nadler, he's a weasel. I want his job. I looked it up on Wikipedia. I see how much he makes. I Googled his salary. So he gets to make that much to be a wacko and break the president's chops? Well, what if I made my own job easier, make that same money and not break the president's chops? Unless we get somebody unworthy of the job, like any one of the three previous presidents that miraculously served 2 terms each. This is unbelievable, okay? This is unbelievable. And they're actually going to try to run this investigation. And you know they're going to try to find something that'll be cause to impeach the president again. They want to make Donald Trump the first president to be impeached twice. You know, and it'll be a wonderful thing to see him get acquitted and all, but why go through all those motions, those unnecessary motions? And so many taxpayer dollars are being wasted on that, okay? Trump just signed off on a $2 trillion bailout. We got the money to fund some bogus investigation? Come on now. They need to stop. They really need to stop. Okay. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's your boy in the building. Stay strong, keep kicking that slang.